because a lot of them are asking me, what if, because we talk about everything, so what are we going to talk about now? Because we talk about everything, so it's kind of boring because, there is no topic to discuss.
Yeah, but that's going to be the same thing if you're married.
It don't matter where we go, it don't matter where we stay tonight, 'cause when I'm with you, yeah, I know.
What's up everyone, welcome back to our channel. So for today's video, we're gonna make another video regarding LDR. So we receive lots of questions. What to do when LDR becomes boring, babe? So let's give them some tips, or like based on our experience when we were LDR before. So what do you advise? Like what tips you can give them, especially if their partner is away from them and their LDR becomes boring.
So if your LDR is becoming boring, honestly, that's between you and your spouse or whoever it is. It's up to you guys to keep yourselves engaged. If you find yourself not being engaged, it's probably a communication breakdown, and it happens during LDRs because you're at work, they're at work, you're busy, they're busy. You work days, and then probably they're awake during nighttime because of the 12-hour difference or whatever. So, you have to go back to the communication and what those little things, like those little good mornings, those little hellos. And don't forget, a big part of that is also sex appeal. And what I mean by that is when things get boring, people become disinterested because they're not getting what they require as far as
So you mean like
attention. They want attention. So there's 5 love languages, right? And sometimes when you can't actually pursue those love languages because you're not together, you have to do it to the best of your ability virtually, which might be like, hey, I'm going to the gym, I'm gonna send you a sexy picture of myself, because it keeps you interested, attracted,
what do you mean sexy
engaged.
Is like you showing your abs, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Again, you got to use your imagination to keep everybody engaged. And I'm not saying go ahead and send nudes or stuff like that like right away, but I'm saying you got to be engaged. You guys can't touch, you can't feel, you can't be together, you can't kiss. So you have to supplement that with whatever you're able to do at that point. So work your way up in your relationship to get to that point. But I think it is very vital. Kinsley's playing with a toy. I think it is very vital for a relationship to keep that sexual attraction fire going. If you let that attraction die, then you're gonna have problems.
What we did when we were LDR is, like, for example, virtual game. So
that does help.
Yeah, it helped.
We used Overwatch.
So before, I'm not interested in like gaming, but
computers.
he told me that you're gonna like it, so I tried.
Just try.
Yeah, just tried. So, and then after I tried, I become addicted to. Not really addicted, but it becomes like our bonding.
She was terrible for the first month.
He's yelling at me, so
what are you doing?
It's one of the example. For example, another example is you can watch movies together. There's a lot of ways now. So I think there's an application or whatever that you can watch.
Share on Facebook, a watch party or whatever.
Yeah.
But be imaginative. Use your imagination. Do what you have to do, because it's not easy being LDR. And to be honest with you, most relationships fail because they don't keep the spark alive. And same with marriages. Marriages fail when they become boring, or there's no more spark, or it seems so mundane doing everything that you used to do day in and day out forever. It's not going to work. You have to keep things interesting. That's why relationships.
What about, babe? Because a lot of them are asking me, what if because we talk about everything, so what are we going to talk about now? Because we talk about everything, so it's kind of boring because there is no topic to discuss.
Yeah, but that's going to be the same thing if you're married. You're going to come home, hey honey, how was your work? Hey, my work was blah blah blah. What did you do today? Blah blah blah. Oh, awesome. You guys have to establish a routine. Get into a routine when you do something. Yeah, tell them how you did at work, read the Bible, share a book, play a game, do something that has some interest. Like Jessa, I said, hey, you're sitting around at home, you're bored, why don't you go to school?
Yeah.
Why don't you do a course? Okay, because it's going to benefit you, benefit me, benefit the family, and in the long run. So, I mean, why not get educated? So, well, I'm gone, she's at school, she takes care of Kinsley, she takes care of the house while I'm at work.
And it's another problem is, I know that some of your partner, they are very busy at work. So, while you are sitting at home thinking about him, make yourself busy as well. Like me, I worked out like that, so it's one of my routine.
Back when she was LDR.
Yep. So.
Or work. You were working.
Work. I was working that time, and also some other. Make yourself busy because, it's gonna make you. What do you call that, babe? Like. You will have arguments because you'll being
Your mind wanders. Your mind
What are you
will
doing?
wander.
What did you do all day?
Why aren't you talking to me?
Yeah.
And then the nagging starts, and then nagging leads to fights, and then fights leads to distance and the breakdown of a relationship. You have to be proactive with your relationship and look for solutions, and don't try to fight with your partner. Especially when you're LDR, don't fight with your partner because that can lead to a really quick downslope in your relationship.
Yeah, like Travis, he's very busy at work, diba? When we were in Bahrain and Japan,
yeah, very busy.
He was very busy.
Still busy.
So sometimes I think about it that what did you do all day? But I already know that he's at work, but he's a Navy, and most of the time they don't use their phone because they are very busy. But after that work, so he can call me, he can text me, so we can talk together. So what I learned about being LDR is not, if you have an argument or if you're thinking about he's always busy, doesn't have time, but of course he works. So the important thing is he is telling you that what he will I'm sorry about that. Can this play?
It's not it's not that I have to tell her what I'm doing. It's out of respect for our relationship.
Yeah, it's a respect.
I'm like, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is why I'm not talking to you or responding to your messages. Simple as that.
So, update is also one of the important things.
She's hitting it with her paw.
One of the important thing being LDR. Kinsley. What
are you doing?
You're so cute.
Is that your new toy?
You're being so Mommy and Daddy's making a video. Gusto niya kasi ng attention.
I know, right?
Yeah. Their attention, that's why. So, ayun. So, that's our advice and, tips when we were LDR. What other tips, babe, that you can give? For example, military, what you can give to those people who have a military partner?
Be flexible if you have a military partner. We're very busy, very high stress. So some of us have a very short patience with like nagging. Like if you nag us too much, I'm just gonna be like, okay, you need to stop. I don't have time. I don't have the emotional energy to deal with it. We deal with constant issues all day with other people, other sailors, just a slew, a myriad of problems. The last thing I need to do is come home and be the fixer of another problem. So don't become your own problem. Don't become your own worst enemy in your relationship. That's what you're gonna do. So you need to stop doing that. Do whatever you can to support your military member, but just be careful because we're busy. It's high stress. There's a lot of things that are happening right now, and Yeah.
And you will feel that if the person is really into you, like if the person is loyal to you, like me and Travis, I can feel that he's really serious. You can feel that. What is she doing?
It's her. Shoot.
Diba, babe? Like, how did you feel that I'm serious?
When she showed me her. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I'm not gonna
No, I knew because she would update me. She would update me and be consistent. She was consistent. So typically when a girl or a guy is not consistent or they don't make time for you, they always have an excuse. There's always something wrong. There's a reason they can't talk to you. There's a reason they're not doing XYZ. Then you know that's a red flag. There's a problem. And don't invest time in someone who won't invest time into you.
Exactly.
So don't waste your time.
I wanna ask you, babe, when we were LDR before, so did you feel any like boring? Is that like I feel so bored in our relationship because we're LDR? Did you feel?
Not really. We talked every single day.
Yeah, we talked every single day, video call,
every
text.
day.
I think even if you're working, diba, you're still
We were able to
texting me.
call. Yep.
Yeah.
So if you got people saying I can't call, I'm in a war zone, all that jib jab.
So yeah, I think that's all that we can give you guys. And if you have more questions regarding LDR or some tips,
Drop them in the comments.
yep, ilagay nyo na lang sa comment ilagay nyo na lang sa comment section, guys, ha, because we're trying to speak English kasi most of our viewers pero gusto ko talaga mag-Tagalog eh. Pero some of our viewers,
Some of them.
yeah, especially
She gotta speak English with me because I don't know Tagalog.
yeah,
fully.
because
just the bad words.
especially some videos regarding LDR, 'di ba? Madaming mga
Diba?
foreigners na need din ng advice or tips, and they wanna know how we overcome like yung LDR.
How do you overcome your spouse's baho puwet?
Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. See you again next time. That's all for today. Bye-bye.
Bye.